The next thing, when it involves having a toxic relationship, it always boils down I'll say something, the mouth. The mouth. The mouth. Things that come out of our mouth. Give me Sirach 28. Sometimes men and women can't control what they say, or don't want to control what they say. Give me verse 12.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, in the Apocrypha, the 28th chapter and the 12th verse. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
So, brothers, sisters, there's a small argument brewing. You have a choice. You can blow on it, meaning entertain what he or she is saying, and it will rage. That's what it means, it shall burn. Read it again.
If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
Because you entertain the foolish statement that was said. It could come from either one of you. Somebody said something dumb and devilish. Rather than, I'm going to leave it alone, you go, what did you say? And now it starts to grow. Go ahead.
If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched.
To spit on it, you can use the scriptures and quench that devilish statement that was just made down. Go ahead.
And both these come out of thy mouth.
Both of these come out of the mouth. So in marriage, we have to watch what we say. Okay, watch this. Jump down to verse 17.
Verse 17. The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh the bone.
You see that? There's an old child expression, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me, or words will never hurt me. That's not true. Words can break you. Read it again.
The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh the bone.
You know what that's going into also? Not only murmuring, complaining, gossip, and slander, all of those go hand in hand. That leads brothers, and I've seen more brothers do it to women, where they say things that break the woman's spirit. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Where they say things to get control over the mind of a woman, to break her spirit. Huh? Verbally abusive. That's it right there. Verbally abusive. Jump down to verse 17.
That was it.
Oh, that was it? I'm sorry, 25, I mean.
Verse 25. And weigh thy words in a balance, and make a door and bar for thy mouth.
That's what men and women have to do. Wait, before you speak, weigh your words in the balance. If I say A, B, or C, what will be the final outcome of me saying that? The scale will either go up or down. One side's going to go up, the other side's going to hit the ground. So it may make you feel good at the moment, your side of the scale goes up. The side that you abuse hits the ground. Read it again.
And weigh thy words in a balance, and make a door and bar for thy mouth.
He's saying, watch what you say. Because in marriages, many times things lead to divorce, and we don't advocate divorce at all. But many things lead to a toxic marriage when you don't watch the words that you say. You speak unadvisedly. You speak and say things that make you feel good for the moment, but in the end, it's catastrophic. Because now, you brothers know how women get. They don't want to talk to you for 2 days. They don't want to talk to you for 3 days. They don't want to talk to you for a week because of something you said. I've seen it rare with men, but I've seen it that way with men saying things to women. Now, she's not going to talk to you for quite a while. Give me James 3 and 6.
It's the book of James, the 3rd chapter and the 6th verse. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body.
You see that? The tongue defiles the whole body. The tongue defiles a marriage. The tongue defiles a congregation. Things we say there are pros and cons to everything that we say. Just as it is true in a relationship, a marriage, it is true in a congregation. Watch what you say. Okay, words have power. Words break bones. Okay, give me Galatians 5 and 15. So verbal abuse is real. It's a reality that we all live. Many of us have come from that. Verbal abuse is real. Galatians 5:15.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 15. But if ye bite and devour one another.
When it says bite and devour, that's not literal. It's a metaphor, meaning you're attacking each other, hating each other, name calling, verbally abusive. Read it again.
But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another.
That your marriage could end over that. That could cause you to leave the congregation. The mouth. Verbal abuse is real. It's a hell of a drug, verbal abuse. It will mess things up if you don't watch what you say. And we ain't talking about you mamby-pamby, yellow make me sad brothers, where anything make you upset. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about saying things to purposely hurt and crush spirits. Okay? Give me Proverbs 16:24. Proverbs 16 and verse 24 to 29.
This is the book of Proverbs, the 16th chapter and the 24th verse. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bone.
You see that, brothers? You men we are all grooming to become part of the elect, the 144,000 Lord's will, the pastors that the scriptures speak about. Read it again. We have to understand this thing. Read that again.
Pleasant words are as an honeycomb.
Pleasant words are like a honeycomb. Go ahead.
Sweet to the soul.
Sweet to the soul. Go ahead.
And health to the bone.
And health to the bone. Your words can increase someone's faith. Your words can increase someone's health spiritually. Understand that. Read.
There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Go ahead.
That's
those that go on their own mindset. Go ahead.
He that laboreth for himself, for his mouth craveth it of him.
Go ahead.
An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire.
You see that? An ungodly man, this is that unequally yoked, diggeth up evil. He searches for evil in your life. He searches for, and it might not be a brother, it might be a sister who digs up evil. Okay? It says, an ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire. They're looking for strife and contention. Okay? I remember one marriage we were counseling. The brother is asking the wife, now they're already married now. They've been married almost, I'd say about 6 months to a year. He's asking her now how many men she dealt with in the past. Why would you ask that? Let that go. But he did, digging up evil. And when she revealed it, he didn't like the answer she gave him. 32. 32. Wow. Now he mad. And he's mad because he's measuring himself. Well, what kind? She said, I had all kinds. Big men, short men, fat men, skinny men. You name it, I had it. He didn't like the answer he got. Now the marriage was on the decline. Some things is better left alone. Don't dig up evil. Don't ask questions about things in the past. That's why it's called the past. Leave it there. Leave it right there. What verse you at?
Verse 28.
Go ahead.
A froward man soweth strife.
See that? You know what a froward man is? Somebody that's contrary. Somebody that's contentious. Go ahead.
And a whisperer separateth chief friends.
All that's with the mouth. All that is with the mouth. And they always want to Matthew 18. Sisters always, I want to Matthew 18. Oh, shut up. Go sit down. I want to Matthew 18 you. Don't even understand what it's talking about. Now watch this. Give me the video about name calling. Name calling. That goes back to what we said at the beginning, how the brother calls the woman he's proving a bitch. Okay, now this dude right here, he claims he's American Indian. I kind of doubt it, but let's say he is. All right. He's American Indian. This black woman, she gets with him. Watch what happens. Volume.
I have been there for her and backed her every time. Is
So how is calling her an idiot backing her up?
this started within the last year and a half, 2 years, after everything got so bad. Prior to that, none of this went on. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe in ever getting violent, any of that stuff.
Yeah, no.
Simply though, like
That's
I said,
violence. Let
well,
me tell you,
verbal.
that's psychic violence. To live in a household where somebody's drilling on who you are like that is violent.
But I'd have to do it like that.
No.
Wait,
If I-
No.
She said drilling on somebody who name calling, that's violence, psychological violence. He says, but I have to do it like that. Some brothers believe that calling their wife bitch is necessary. I have to call her names to get her to do. That's old pimp game. Pimps do that thing. And what comes behind that? A smack in the face. That generally follows. Not always, but generally. So here we go. This dude says he has to call her names to get her to conform. Play on.
Mr. Berger,
Yeah.
you don't have to scream it in order for it to be violence. You're an idiot. You're a moron. You're a dummy. You don't get anything. You can't back me up. You can't get it right. You're flighty and you're silly and you do stupid things. That's violence to her. It's a violence to her self-esteem. It's a violence to her person. It makes her feel like she's less than by the one person in the world whose opinion matters most to her, and he thinks she's a moron. You know, Mr. Berger, you need to be a better person. You know, now if
Now, I'm
you
a
go-
great person, though. Let me just state that.
No, you need to be a better person. Everybody can be a better
Always.
person. See,
Yeah.
you don't accept anything. I said be a better person, I'm a great person. I said be a better person. You just accepted all of these negative things I said about you. I said be a better person, and you come back with me, I'm a great person. How great can you be if the woman that you're with feels like she's nothing when she's with you? How great could you be? That is true.
So, what she was saying at the end, Lynn Tala, is that your wife is a reflection of you. And when we see sisters with that, remember there was a sister who was the life of the party. This sister did everything in one particular camp. And then we see after she got married, she's like, Shalom, brothers. I'm like, hey, what's wrong? Nothing. The Spirit already told me this dude's the devil. He's abusing this sister because her spirit was destroyed. I'm like, hey, what happened to that sister I used to know to help us do this, do that? Where'd she go? I don't know. I mean, I was depressed talking to her because she didn't want to come out and say what the dude was doing at home. But we meet some good sisters in this truth. And then when they hook up with a dude, friend just bought a blue, ain't right. Her whole spirit is changed. He destroys her spirit. You gonna add to that? No. So, give me Proverbs 23 and 7.
Verse 29, you want to say?
What does it say? Let me hear it.
Verse 29, a violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good.
Okay, give me Proverbs 23 and 7. This is pimps do this. Esau does this too. Bad husbands do this too. Watch. They understand this principle.
Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
If I can get you, this is what a pimp does. This is what Esau does. If I can get you to think that you ain't S-H-I-T, I've won. Esau does that with us as a people. Pimps do that with women. They look for those women whose spirits they can break. Those women with low self-esteem. He don't care how good she look. He can pick up on a woman if she thinks she ain't really nothing. He'll break her spirit and she'll do anything for him. Okay? Esau understand that spoken words are like seeds. In your mind, your spirit is the garden. Just say a few things through it and plant those negative thoughts in your mind. So likewise, the flip side of it, the word of God, the Most High is trying to get us to what? Believe that we are the elect. Believe that we are the 144. Believe that we are the greatest nation on earth. That's why his words are what's the word? Repetitious. Constantly telling Israel, you messed up here, but I'm going to bring you to greatness to get us to change. That's what Romans 12:2 was saying. Be renewed in the transformation of your mind. We have to do that thing. But
now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How about you? How about you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.